Well, I think it's really interesting, especially that we're here after working so long and, you know, being invested in this case. It's amazing just to see it actually, you know, unfold. And so it's very interesting to see witnesses that you've read about and you've researched about actually on the stand and in the flesh.
And I'd like to add that it's also very interesting to see our client for the first time. I've never met him, and it was good to see him in person.
And it's been a great learning experience just seeing the law in action. Seeing our professors question some of these individuals that we've been reading up on, and you know, pursuing the case and seeing what needs to be done in order to properly handle the case has been interesting.
And how long have you guys been affiliated with the Innocence Project?
I've been working with the Innocence Project since the spring of 2011.
I'm pretty new. I started maybe the end of May, and I work pretty much full-time through the summer.
And I worked summer before this past summer, and pretty much straight through last year.
So, getting here, what type of activities were you guys involved in helping get to this day?
Well, I've helped with memos and different research, research on different issues of the law as well as witnesses. So those are some of the things that I've been doing.
Also, there's a lot of reading, you know, documents that we already have, like transcripts, pulling out details that we can include in motions and other writings that we're filing.
Yeah, just writing some motions and memos and preparing for the evidentiary hearing.
And just if you could just kind of sum up, obviously, you know, you learn things in class and then you have an experience like this. Well, I mean, if you could kind of sum that up, the difference a little bit.
Well, you learn things in class, that's one thing. And then so just, you know, we took evidence. And so it's just interesting to see it now, you know, it's hearing objections and, you know, you hear about things that you should do in court, and just actually experiencing that is a completely different thing. So it's nice to see the law in class come to life in court and to see the difference between them.
And also, like, when we're reading in our books, you know, we can take our time analyzing issues and, you know, thinking about why certain things were said. But it seems like in court, you have to do everything on the fly, and, you know, I think that's a skill that you really have to work on.
Yeah, just seeing the preparation that goes into working on a case, and seeing everything that you've read about and hopefully studied in classes come to fruition is it's really interesting.
And just last thing, the judge was nice enough to let you guys ask some questions at the end. What was that like?
Oh, that was great. I think over the summer I interned in the court buildings, but I didn't have a chance to speak to the judges there, so just to get to hear the judge speak now and so candidly about some of our questions, it was just a great opportunity just to hear what's going on the other side, because you're here in the audience and you're listening, but to hear actually the answers from a judge who's actually in the proceeding and deliberating it was great.
Yeah, I thought it was a really great experience as well. You know, just hearing about, you know, the judge's experience and his insight, and you know, I think it's a lot of things that you might otherwise not have an opportunity to hear about or learn about.
Yeah, I think it was a good, candid, you know, insight into what goes through his mind when he's overseeing a trial, and what he thinks about and looks for while he's presiding over a trial. So